free Britney. Free Britney Spears. Jamie Spears, you fuck you. You money gouging, miserable motherfucker. Let your daughter live, okay? And that weird boyfriend with the waxed chest hair. Let this fucking girl live her fucking life. Jamie Spears, you miserable motherfucker. You've taken everything you can from her. You've taken her fucking, her soul, her hope. She wants to live her life. She went in front of a judge yesterday and she said she wants to have kids. She wants to have a baby. She has an IUD in her that you won't let her remove. How about I put an IUD in you? Huh? You ever heard of a man IUD? Jamie Spears, you motherfucker. Free your fucking daughter, okay? Make some money another way. Have another kid. Roll the dice, you fuck. Let your fucking daughter live. We'll take care of her. Free Britney Spears.
And that's why I didn't want to say any of this to anybody, to the public, because I thought people would make fun of me or laugh at me and say, she's lying. She's got everything. She's Britney Spears. I'm not lying. I just want my life back. And it's been 13 years and it's enough. It's been a long time since I've owned my money. And it's my wish and my dream for all of this to end.
Perez, let's not forget that you were drawing drug paraphernalia on her face in 2006 and 2007.
What they are referencing is Perez Hilton would take unflattering celebrity photos and annotate them like this. And yes, this is still up on his website to this day. The paparazzi back in the day were so unreal just because of people like him. Everything Perez did to get his career was him overstepping everyone's boundaries. He released unauthorized recordings from Britney. He also would link celebrity sex tapes. He even released an inappropriate photo of Miley Cyrus when she was a minor. He treated women like shit. And now he's a father to 2 young girls. Hear him apologize just because Britney is trending again and because he doesn't really have a career anymore. It's fucking disgusting. If Britney isn't removed from her conservatorship, she would be one of the worst treated celebrities of all time. In order to get the conservatorship, her dad claimed that she had early onset dementia. Being that it's been over 10 years and how she was able to articulate herself yesterday, I think that most likely counteracts his claim because it progresses faster the younger you are. It was originally estimated her net worth was supposed to be over $350 million. According to court documents, it's only 60. The last time money was squandered that bag was in the case of Jackie Coogan. His parents spent all of his earnings, but that was only like $40 million for him. And they put a legal law in place to prevent children from suffering the same fate. Even some of the other stuff she mentioned was very reminiscent of the early Hollywood studio system, where people were in control of their performers' bodies and also were just giving them drugs for them to perform. People are put under conservatorship to protect them, but this is doing the complete opposite for Britney.
Hi, I'm Britney Spears, and I'm recuperating right now here in Kentwood, Louisiana, my hometown. I was in Los Angeles and I was doing dance rehearsal for my second video sometimes. And actually, this is what I did. Show them to me. That's what I did, and that's how I hurt my leg. And I went to the doctor, and he said I should be better in like 4 weeks.
Wait a minute. What is she pointing to right there? On her hat? What is that? And then she starts turning it. She's like telling us to like screenshot this and turn it around. So, all right, Britney, I hear you, girl. I'm gonna do that. So I turned it around and I still couldn't see what it said. So I zoomed in. And that shit literally says, help. Help. We have got to find a way to save Britney. And before y'all say I'm crazy, look at the post that she did right after that one. I feel like Mary Poppins today. It's really windy. Instead of an umbrella coming out of my bag, I used a hat. Capital letters. She wants us to hear her, you guys. She needs help.
This is heartbreaking. Britney Spears spoke out in court today, and yes, she was forced to say all of this.
Am I okay? Yes, I'm totally fine. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Here's the truth, and I want you to remember, she does not have any legal freedom like you and I.
I want to be able to get married and have a baby. I have a ID inside of myself right now, so I don't get pregnant. I wanted to
The audio dropped, but she said she wanted to take it out, and the conservatorship will not let her.
Britney Spears just went live on her Instagram story talking about how she's worn the same outfit 17 times, and I'm terrified because she actually looks like hell, and I'm seriously thinking that it's going to be deleted. in like the next 10 minutes. So here it is. I recorded it and you can hear it, and it's crazy. And I feel like a mix of really, really, really bad for her because of everything that she's going through, and also a lot of confusion because it seems like they're forcing her to take a lot of drugs. Her mental health seems really, really bad, and she just seems super anxious and high in these videos. So here we go, let's watch it.
Okay, so a lot of people have been saying that a lot of my posts are not new, but they're old. But just to let you guys know, none of my pictures or posts are more than a month old. Yes, I know I did wear the same top 17 times, but it's for a Project Rose. And you will be seeing way more of Project Rose.
Britney Spears still needs our help. If you didn't watch my last video on this, basically Britney is being drugged and manipulated by her dad and her team, and they aren't allowing her to have any human rights, and they're taking pretty much all of her money. Now, 2 days ago, Britney Spears posted this video basically answering her fans' dying questions. In the video, she says this.
So the first main question that you guys have been asking me is, what's my favorite Disney movie? My favorite Disney movie is probably Frozen.
And this.
What time do I go to sleep? I go to sleep between 11:30 and 12.
Now, the first sign that this video might be a cry for help is the fact that she specifically says that her most asked question is, what is your favorite Disney movie? Now, this is when things get crazy. So she says that she goes to sleep between 11:30 and 12. If you turn that into a movie time, it would be 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 12 seconds. What I'm about to show you is that time slot, but in Frozen.
You have to tell them to let me go.
Please share this and free Britney.
Carlos, get in the car. Follow. Get in the car, Carlos. Joe, get closer. Get closer.
Just open the door, baby. Just pull the thing open.
Get.
$1,000 a month for this. I cried on the phone for an hour and he loved every minute of it. The control he had over someone as powerful as me, as he loved the control to hurt his own daughter 100,000%. He loved it. I packed my bags and went to that place. I worked 7 days a week, no days off, which in California, the only similar thing to this is called sex trafficking. Making anyone work against their will, taking all their possessions away, credit card, cash, phone, passport card, and placing them in a home where they work with the people who live with them. They all lived in the house with me, the nurses, the 24/7 security. There was one chef that came there and cooked for me daily during the weekdays. They watched me changed every day naked, morning, noon, and night. My body, I had no privacy door for my room. I gave 8 gallons of blood a week. If I didn't do any of my meetings and work from 8 to 6 at night, which is 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, no days off, I wouldn't be able to see my kids or my boyfriend. I never had a say in my schedule. They always told me I had to do this. And ma'am, I will tell you, sitting in a chair 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, it ain't fun. And especially when you can't walk out the front door. And that's why I'm telling you this again 2 years later. After I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy, it's a lie. I thought maybe I said that enough. Maybe I might become happy because I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. You know, fake it till you make it. But now I'm telling you the truth, okay? I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry, it's insane, and I'm depressed. I cry every day, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't think how the state of California can have all this written in the court documents from the time I showed up and do absolutely nothing, just hire with my money another person to keep my dad on board. Ma'am, my dad and anyone involved in this conservatorship and my management who played a huge role in punishing me when I said, no, ma'am, they should be in jail. Their cool tactics working for Miley Cyrus as she smokes on joints and stage at the VMAs. Nothing is ever done to this generation for doing wrong things. But my precious body, who's worked for my dad for the past fucking 13 years, trying to be so good and pretty, so perfect when he works me so hard, when I do everything I'm told in the state of California, allowed my ignorant father to take his own daughter, who only has a role with me if I work with him. They set back the whole course and allowed him to do that to me. That's giving these people I've worked for way too much control. They also threatened me and said if I don't go, then I have to go to court. And it will be more embarrassing me if the judge publicly makes you go the evidence we have. You have to go. I was advised for my image, I need to go ahead and just go and get it over with. They said that to me. I don't even drink alcohol. I should drink alcohol. considering what they put my heart through. Also, the bridges.
Britney Spears finally broke her silence. We need to talk about this. So if you don't know, Britney went to court this August against her father to try to get rid of the legal conservatorship that he has over her. Unfortunately, the contract got renewed until February 2021. Fans have been concerned lately because her Instagram feed has been her in the same outfit in the same poses. Now, for the first time in a while, Britney responded to these rumors with a live video of herself on her story. But fans think that it might be a secret message. Just watch.
People have been saying that a lot of my posts are not new, but they're old. But just to let you guys know, none of my pictures or posts are more than a month old. Yes, I know I did wear the same top 17 times, but it's for a Project Rose. And you will be seeing way more of Project Rose in the future.
She's saying that these photos are for Project Rose. But Project Rose is an actual organization for victims of human trafficking to go to. Could this be a sign? Did we all miss the secret message Britney Spears was trying to tell us? We need to talk about this. Okay, so last night I did a deep dive on Britney's Instagram account trying to see if we missed any messages, and you guys! Okay, so I came across this video from last May, and it's basically just Britney kind of waving around this hat for a minute. So the video gave me really weird vibes, like why was she just holding around her hat? And then I realized that she might be pointing to something. Like, look what's on the hat, it looks like something's written there. And so I zoomed it in, edited it so I could read it, and I think it spells help. Now, I added these letters so you could see how I'm thinking, but I think this is an H, this is an E, an L, and this is probably a P. And in one of her next posts in that same outfit, she emphasizes a hat in the caption, leading me to believe that she was trying to get help. Now, the post right before that is with Britney and her boyfriend working out. And I think I caught something else with this one that they forgot to edit out. If you slow down this clip, you can see him saying smile, right there. And look how Britney's face changes. She's being controlled. Here's him saying smile up close if you didn't see. And that is today's conspiracy.
There and like I'm doing my nose up like that, and then we're taking pictures and we're laughing so hard. Guess who walks in? Madonna. She walks in and she's like, "What are y'all doing?" I was like, "Oh, we're just, doing our noses." And she got it. She was like, "What I do is," and she was like, "Get this piece of tape." And she got the piece of tape and she goes, "You take it like this and you do it like this and it works a lot better." So she made me feel better. I didn't feel stupid when I was doing it.
It's gonna be really, really hot up here, I'm warning you. We're about to pass out and I'm sick. So I have actually 102 fever right now. Okay, what's your name? Okay, Fred's gonna dance with us. Are you ready for this? Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready?
You guys, today this famous movie star, Rose McGowan, said that Britney Spears is being trafficked. I decided to do some of my own digging, so I went to her Instagram and I cracked some codes. Britney posted this picture on her Instagram saying, "If I were a rabbit, where would I put my gloves?" I remember the term "follow the white rabbit" from something that has to do with pedophilia, so I looked it up. Pedophilia and sex slaves in Hollywood. And then if you notice on her Instagram, she's always getting these weird photo shoots taken by these people. Her caption says, "Red used to be my favorite color, but now with pink involved, I think hot pink may be my new favorite." Makes no sense. So I looked up the symbolism for hot pink. Sexual advertisements and such. It's also weird how they make her wear these weird collars that look like sex slave collars. This is what her nail polish looks like. And her extensions are literally falling out of her head. This girl needs our help, for real.
Okay, call me crazy, but I've been trying to decode one of Britney Spears' latest Instagram posts. So she posted this Scrabble board and the caption says, "Can you find a word that isn't actually a word? Sometimes it's fun to make ones up." So I instantly started looking for all the words I could find, and I found a bunch of them. There's veil, pine, arise, and there's also a bunch of words that they don't look like they spell anything, but if you read them backwards, they do spell things, like quit, there's dogma, vapor, lamp, and a bunch of other ones. There were only 2 words I could find that don't spell anything, either frontwards or backwards, and those words were abusive and so dumb. So I thought, what would happen if I unscrambled those? And I love a good word jumble, so I unjumbled them, and watch my next video if you want to see what I found.
Popcorn karaoke for the girls and the gays. You sing the blue. I'm not off book, let's just have fun, okay? Baby, you, like, should, it's, This is gay. Can baby me? Yeah. It. Two can down my spinning head. Do feel now. Duet, duet, come on, duet, duet.
So the first big question that you guys have been asking me is what's my favorite Disney movie? My favorite Disney movie is probably Frozen, just because I really like the fact that the two sisters, their relationship, and then one goes off and lives in a castle just because she can't deal anymore. What time do I go to sleep? I go to sleep between 11:30 and 12.
So I just went to the time 11:30, 12, 11:30. I'm gonna play a little bit right before that part in Frozen. I'm blown away right now. Oh my god.
Don't you see? I can't. You have to tell them to let me go.
I will do what I can.
Are you serious? The let me go line is literally at 11:30, 12. This is Britney.
Britney Spears addressed the court today, and she had a lot to say in her 24-minute statement. She said she was speaking to open court because she wants the world to hear. She told the judge this conservatorship she's been in for almost 13 years, it needs to end. She says she hasn't been back to court in a long time because the last time she was there, she doesn't feel like she was listened to on any level. The 2018 tour, she says she was forced to do that, threatened with legal repercussions if she didn't, and so she only agreed to it out of fear. After the tour, the Vegas show starts, she gets no break. She's rehearsing 4 days a week, and she feels like she can't say no. If she said no to anything, management would rat her out to her therapist. They were like buddy, and then her therapist would bring it up in sessions, like, I hear you're not cooperating. And then they would also say lies, like Britney's not taking her medication, which actually wasn't even true. Britney said she was taking her medication. So her therapist says, they say you're not cooperating. The very next day, she has her medication changed. She gets put on lithium. She says it's so strong that she feels like she's drunk. She can't even carry a conversation. Plus, 6 nurses had to be with her at all times on these new meds. And she had to be like tested to see her kids, you know, like that she was taking her meds. She tells her dad about it and he acted surprised. Well, it turns out he was the one that had to sign off on this. So her family did not have her back at all. Then she's given this extensive psych test. Her dad's like, you failed it, so you have to go to this rehab. It cost Britney $60,000 a month. They took all of her possessions from her. She could never be alone. Like, even when she got dressed, she had to get naked in front of these people. And she said of her father, the control he had over someone as powerful as me, he loved the control to hurt his own daughter. 1,000% he loved it. She said it's not fair that her family gets to sit down and do interviews and talk about her, but she doesn't get to talk about herself. She's not allowed to have friends either. She met someone in AA. She was seeing them multiple times a week for 2 years, but she can't hang out with them, and they only lived 8 minutes from her. She said her boyfriend is not allowed to drive her in his car. She wants to get married, have another baby, but she's not allowed. She has an IUD, but her team won't allow for it to be taken out. Britney says, I deserve the same rights as everybody else. She says, I've lied. I told the world I'm okay. I'm happy. I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. I'm telling you the truth now, okay? I am not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry it's insane. I'm depressed. I cry every day. She says it makes no sense for the state of California to sit back and watch her make a living for so many people, pay so many people, but then to be told I'm not good enough. She wants this conservatorship to end. She wants the world to know. And she's done keeping her mouth shut. She's talking now.